Okay, so my name is Joelle Windivoy, and today I will be showing you how to take Cornell notes. And what I found online, and this is all cited, I cited at the bottom. Research indicates that just after 20 seconds of learning information, it is forgotten, and roughly an hour later, what you learned is also forgotten. So this is where the Cornell method comes in, and it is a very good way to take notes during lectures because it helps you retain more information. Okay, what are Cornell notes? Cornell notes are a method of organizing and using your notes that you either take in class or from textbooks. And personally, I am guilty of taking notes from the slides, when teachers post the slides, I write everything down, copy everything. And what Cornell notes do is they discourage long sentences, and it encourages short notes, shortened sentences. And I kind of did, this is kind of what they look like. It's split into 3 sections. There's the cues. This is where you'll add your questions and main ideas. This is where your notes will go, everything you learned in class. And then this is where your summary will go, and this is everything. You answer the questions from here, and then you put it in the summary. And personally for me, I heard of Cornell notes in 8th grade because I joined AVID, and that was 5 years ago. And from there on, all throughout my high school years, I used the Cornell notes because I was required to in my AVID class, and this taught me how to organize my notes. So now I'm gonna tell you how to take the notes. So step 1 is to take the notes. You have to create the notes, the EQ. The EQ would usually go in here, the topic, and then you would write your notes in this section right here, and then you process your notes. That is where you would revise your notes, you would underline your notes, you would circle your notes, you would chunk your notes, and then this is where you would classify the main ideas and the details in your notes, and this is where you would also think about the importance of the information. And then step 3 is connecting thinkings, and this is where you would think beyond the notes. This is where you'll make connections, you'll ask questions, add your own understandings. Like I said, in the cues, this is where you'll add your questions, like who is this, and then all the things like that. And then that is also where you'll identify the confusing parts, and then you'll answer that in the summary. And step 4 is summarizing and reflecting on learning, and this is where you will think about your notes as a whole, and then that is the summary part that I just talked about. It will help you reflect off what you just learned. And then step 5 is applying your learning, and this is let's say you have a test in a week. Every day you look at your notes, and then you revisit them to help demonstrate what you learned. And what I think is cool, if you do online notes, is on iPad or anything like that, there are templates that you can use. I think these are cool. There's different types. These are examples. You would highlight, circle. This is you can type your notes too, and right here, your questions. You can also add vocabulary. Then you would highlight your notes. This is where the summary would go, the bottom, what you learned in your notes. And then, so, in conclusion, I've been using Cornell notes for the past 5 years. Yeah. And this has helped me throughout my school to keep me organized, and even though like, it was required for me. It really did help me in my tests, like, a lot, and the quizzes. And then the 5 steps that I used for the note-taking, or the taking the notes, processing the notes, connecting the notes, summarizing and reflecting on learning, and lastly, applying the learning. And